Grab you a cup of coffee, and today we are going to talk about my 4 favorite free websites and resources you can use to teach math for homeschooling for grades kindergarten through 12th grade. Hey everyone, so today I'm in my office because I'm going to be doing a lot of screen sharing for you guys, and I'm getting set up right now. And I'm just going to show you the 4 websites that we are currently using for school. Now, I did say that some of these are websites that we actually started using when the kids were still in elementary school. I have all middle and all high school this year, 2 in each. And next year I'll have 3 high school and 1 middle school. And the lighting is really weird in here right now because it is snowing outside in March. Really weird. So it's super cloudy outside. Let's start here on the Google home screen, and I am just going to show you, I'm going to click on one website at a time and show you my 4 free favorite websites that we are currently using. Like I said, some of these you can actually use in the lower grades as well. And I know some people, when your kids are younger, you don't want them on the computers. But we have found that a lot of places now, kids need to be able to know how to use computers. And with math, if you use a website or something like this, it's auto grading, it's less stress for the parents, and then that way if they're teaching it in a way that's slightly different from the way you know, they're auto grading it, and it can also teach you that method as well. And we all know there's different methods for each thing for math. So I'm going to go ahead and start right here. Number 1, Shepherd Software, and there's going to be ads on the side. I will say though, these ads that are on the side on mine are not on my kids' websites because we do Google Family Link, and if you have Google Family Link to where only approved websites can appear on your child's screen, Shepherd Software is approved because the kids use it for math, but the websites for the ads are not. So these ads will actually say blocked and click for Google Family Link permission from your parent. So they won't actually see the ads on the side. So there's a plus side to having Google Family Link is ads on websites that are free. Because if they're free, they're going to have ads on them. Most of the time if they're free, there's going to be ads. But these ads actually won't appear. So Shepherd Software, we'll talk about it another time too. We use it for multiple multiple subjects, and it came highly recommended by our Umbrella School counselor, and I will link a webinar that she did on not stressing through high school down in the description box below, because she gave us a lot of prompts for this as well. So right here at the top you can see a lot of just the prompts for the basic activities that you could cover. And then look, right here you've got preschool and kindergarten, teaching basic skills. You've got math, language arts. We don't use the language arts because we do something different. Check out the last homeschool video we did for more information on that. But there's pre-K games, kindergarten games, painting activities. The brain games are really fun. My kids love those. Animal articles. There's also an easy Spanish that I think my child who's in Spanish 2 sometimes uses. Do you use the easy Spanish games on Shepherd Software? Yes, so she does use those as well. But then if you come down here, you can see these are a little more geared toward, or except for this one and this one, these are a little more geared towards a little bit older kids. What we do is we click on, where is it? Oh, so you can also click down here and it will give you focus points for each one. So middle school, let's click on math games for middle school, and an ad popped up. So now for mine, I think I gotta move this. Okay, there we go. On the kids one, that wouldn't have popped up, or they would have been able to click off. There's a possibility I could have clicked off, but my record button is over top of where that was, so I couldn't click off, but it's okay. Okay, so here you go, the most popular games. And my kids automatically have the math page saved. If you look at the if you look at the top on the web address, it'll say shepherdsoftware.com/math. But then look, you can point out individual things. And sometimes I have found with some kids, when they get to middle and high school, their brain goes into freeze mode, and it's they can't process the new math because their brain just forgets the basic math because they're so stressed about the new math. So that's where adding in early math games can be really good, and take them back to fundamentals of doing one addition math game, and then slowly build back up to the harder things converting to decimals, fractions, and then slowly build up on it. And that's also another way. Sorry, the lighting in there is changing the camera right now, or lighting in there, that's outside. You guys know what I mean. It's time change week that I'm filming this. Yeah, so start with that early math. Build those foundations back up. Start slow and then just kind of encourage them as they go. Not make them feel like a baby because they're going back to fundamentals. Encourage them as they go. I mean, like, if your kids already have the fundamentals of money, you're not going to need that, which is what I love about using a website like Shepherd Software. If you don't need it, don't use it. But if you do need it, there you go. And this is something that like my kids would love to do over the summer. I have two that are doing it right now because it's kind of a placeholder for another math curriculum that we're looking at doing, but it's not free, which is why this is a placeholder. Yeah, you start with early math, basic operations, fraction, decimals, place value, money, time, and then it goes into like geometry, integers, algebra. There's also some like algebra 2 prep in here, and then here's some of the games as well. But yeah, definitely check out Shepherd Software. It's a great resource. I haven't noticed any problems so far with our kids of using this. It basically is just math games, and it comes highly recommended from our umbrella school. So let's go to number 2. This is Khan Academy. Most people have heard of Khan Academy because most people, if you struggle in math with whatever curriculum you're on, you usually find a video on the Khan Academy YouTube page and you use it. What most people don't know is that you can go to Khan Academy, click on courses, and they have every math from pre-K to college prep math classes. And it actually teaches as classes. They do have other classes, but this is a secular site, so because we teach Christian fundamentals, we do not use their science, their arts and humanities, their economics, which if I need to, I might use their economics, but I think I have something else covered for economics. They also have added reading and language arts recently. They've added more life skills. They have a personal finance one. We may consider it as a filler space with part of our personal finance we're doing next year. That'll be another video later, like probably early summer or in the summer. We'll talk about what my high school kids are doing for personal finance. I started the school year off with 4 of my kids using Khan Academy. I will say, so pro for this is my 2 visual learners are excelling on Khan Academy because if you pull it up, it's a video, and he is using a virtual blackboard, and he takes the problem step by step to solve. My 2 AP students don't like it because if you miss one problem, you have to redo the entire lesson to master it to move on because it's a mastery program. And my 2 AP students don't like that because then it drops you back down to like the basic stuff, but it doesn't really cover enough of like the really difficult questions. Again, you have to restart with the basic and then go back up, but like sometimes the basic questions don't have the information on how to solve it on the more difficult level. So that's why those 2 didn't like it. So for them, we're looking at something different. But for my visual learners, we are looking at continuing using Khan Academy next year as their math. I have one that'll be taking Algebra 1 over the summer, and then I have another one that is taking Algebra 1 in the fall, and then the one that's taking Algebra 1 in the summer is doing geometry in the fall. So that's kind of how we're using it right now. And then if you look, like there's integrated math that you can use instead if your kids are just not up to like the Algebra 1 geometry, Algebra 2. You also can do, and so we learned this while we're doing homeschooling kids, you actually are not required to do pre-calculus as a 4th math. You actually can do statistics and probability instead, which is the path that we're looking at for our kids currently right now, is that they'll actually do statistics and probability for the 2 that are going towards missions, and then the 2 that are going to be doing science majors will be doing pre-calculus, probably. We're going to wait and see how that goes. But yes, this is my number 2 right now. It's just like being able to have this resource, and then like if we need to, we could go back to other grades and things and pull up videos from other places. But I love that you can go just like by grade, and like I said, it's all visual learning for my kids. So number 3 is, oops, sorry, I was scrolled down. Number 3 is Teaching Squared. There's actually 2 websites. There's Teaching Squared and it's Coloring Squared, and both of them are basically owned, I think they're owned by the same person. So Teaching Squared's concept is take your child's interests and use it to teach them. So currently right now I have bookmarked Pokemon because summer of 2020 or summer of 2021 we did a summer 2020 when we were at home, we did a summer of camps, and one of the camp weeks that we did was we put a tent that was small enough to fit in the living room but big enough for all the kids to sleep in. At the time we had 3 in the living room. They would watch Pokemon because we use the Pokemon subscription service on Amazon. It's like $3 a month, and you get most. You don't get all. You just still have to pay for some of the seasons, which I think is ridiculous. If you're already paying a fee each month to see it, you shouldn't have to pay for additional seasons. My personal opinion, it's there. So, but you can watch the Pokemon, and then like, here are the website or the worksheets to go with it. Now we have since then also bought them Switches, and we also for Christmas bought them the Scarlet and Violet games. So like there's more that we build on from there, and I love the Scarlet and Violet games because it's actually like a school they go to for like language classes and stuff. It's really cool. This one though, like you're seeing, well, you said math, these look like alphabetical order. So what you do is you can go through here, and then look, there's math right here on the side. Addition, computations, daily math, division, equations, fractions, money, multiplication, and numbers, subtractions, and time. And I just talked really fast, so you could read all that. What I usually do is I actually go down here, and there's Pokemon worksheets, Minecraft worksheet, Fortnite, which my kids are not interested in, Disney, Avengers, which we don't really do Avengers, my personal opinion, and then there's also like Nintendo, which has Mario. So what I did was I clicked on the Pokemon one. That's how we got to the Pokemon page. You're seeing a lot of like these are the matching, word search. I know there's math ones in here. Aha, here they are. So here is the ones on Teaching Square. I'm gonna just do both websites at the same time. I know technically I said 4 and there's 5. Just follow along. This is the code breaker one, and this is a little bit of math. You got to match the number to that. Here's more math ones. These are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division worksheets. So like these are just basic worksheets, and then they can color in the Pokemon as they go. And it has some of their favorite ones like Mew and Eevee and Pichu, and there's a Mewtwo. I can't tell from the black and white right now what those two are, but like they're ancient ones, Rayquaza. So ones like that. Then what we can also do for additional filler space, and these are like just kind of like fun worksheets. These are ones that I like because I can print these off and take them with us as we travel. And I love any time that I can print math worksheets to do on the go, because if we're using, you know, back to Khan Academy over here, this is all online. But we're not always going to be at a stable internet source while we're traveling. So having a place where I can go to print worksheets for them to do math while we're traveling has been a huge help. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up, I have a huge folder of school resources for online. It's under my unit studies. And that was Teaching Squared. So now let's go to Coloring Squared. Coloring Squared is super cool. And again, I have the Pokemon automatically pulled up because I bookmarked it when we were doing Pokemon. And already you can see, like, here's Farfetch. This is a Nidoking. Yeah, Nidoking, Horsey. And right now, if you can see close enough, I think you can now zoom on YouTube videos. It's pretty cool. These are just numbers. So this is like a color by number. So for younger kids that love Pokemon, this is a great resource. And then like what I did with my kids was I used Photoshop to make my thumbnails. I actually went into Photoshop and Photoshopped out what the name of the Pokemon was. And then like I typed in, who's that Pokemon? And then I had the kids color it in, and then they would have to guess which Pokemon it was. And I think that was fun for you all, right? Yeah, they loved having to guess which Pokemon it was. But it has ones like Raikou, Suicune, Raichu, Turtwig. Some of the ones, like some of the newer generations are not on here. But again, it's a free resource. These are all the ones that are by number. But I think there's a place, and then like this one's really cool. Like they can actually make like a mural. And this would be cool for like a travel day too, because like if you're traveling for 6 days, like day 1 they get page 1, day 2 they get page 2, and so on and so forth. This is the basic one though. There's one where they have to actually do math facts. So this is their in general one right here. And this one says like cute lion. So if you go to click on, let's click on the cute lion. If you go to click on it right here, see, like 10 plus 0, they'll have to fill in that it's 10. 10 means blue. And then the next one is 5 plus 5, which is 10, which means they would color it blue. And so on and so forth. And that's how they would do it. Oh, great. Yeah, this is like covering up my X button over there. But like if you go on here, there's multiple of those where they can just go and do like the, oh, that's still on just a cute line. The basic ones. They also have like Disney characters, the Disney logo, Mickey Mouse, Olaf, Merida, Elsa, Jasmine and the Genie. There's more Disney princesses. But they have like a bunch of those on there as well. Pokemon Gen 1. Does this have the ones where you... No, these are just the color by number. Let's see if the more Pokemon... I know the Pokemon... Oh, they do have a Poplio now. That's cute. Some of them are really hard to tell. Like Dialga, that would be really hard to tell. Celebi. Hey, the Celebi one. Okay, so Celebi actually is the, what I was describing. This one is subtraction. So like you could do like, one day they'll have to do the addition, one day they'll have to do subtract. There is a multiplication division one on here, I promise. It's just, I didn't have like specific bookmark. Over the summer, I kind of intermingled, like some were just the number, some were the math ones. But like 6 minus 4 is 2, so blue, and then like 7 minus 2 is 5, that would be black. And then again, I would edit this out. And if you don't have that, use whiteout and just like white out the name. Number 4 is year-round homeschooling with Misty Leask. I absolutely love using her website. She is an amazing person. She's a homeschool mom herself. Her oldest is graduating in 2023, or her youngest is graduating in 2023. She has so many free resources and paid if you want to help her out that are so great for starting. So like when I was talking to you guys about movies as literature last week, you can come up here and Google, if I can type one-handed, Narnia. And look, if you wanted to do movies as literature and you are so stressed about like trying to get your kids to focus on like making a report for, say you want to do the Last Battle book, but you're not wanting to do like the movie, and you want to do literature reports for literature, but you don't want to do the movies, Last Battle would be a good one. And look, you can kind of see like, who comes to feed and comfort the king when he's tied up, and then like you have a Last Battle book story, chapter 1, and she breaks these down. I think these are 99 cents. That's why I'm $1.99. $1.99, guys, that's not bad. If you are actually priced like literature curriculum for kids, $1.99 is not bad. And I think you could, don't hold me to this, I think you could literally do an entire school year on Narnia just from her packets. So like $2 per book. There's seven Narnia books. 7 books, $2, $14 for literature curriculum, and your kids could do Narnia. And like my middle school kids, my visual and my AP middle school kids can do these worksheets, because we actually, she gave us a sneak peek and we did, I think it was The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. She let us do a sneak peek of that one for her and do a review for her. Like it wasn't a sponsor, just we did it for her. And it was amazing. We loved it. So like you could do that if you didn't want to do movies as literature. But the other reason why, and see like here's more of The Last Battle, Silverchair, Voyage of the Dawn Treader. Maybe it's the Voyage of the Dawn Treader we did for free. No, it's Prince Caspian. The Horse and His Boy. Like they're all there. So what I do is whenever I'm looking for free math resources on specific subjects, I will actually go to her website and just Google search what I'm looking for. Or sometimes I will look for like specific topics if like we're doing specific like if we're going on travel and I want a specific unit study, I will actually go and I will actually go and look for like specific things. Like she actually, I think she's the one that has like, she started a series of like 1 state per packet, and if you were going to that state you would buy that packet and do it. Like, but like look, for like pre-K to middle school she has like this cute little Valentine's Day pack. We've used one of her penguins packs before. It's so cute. When we did a whole like winter unit study one time in the winter and we used her packs. There's math, or there's fall. She's got some higher math ones too. And then she has like articles to read on like 5 tips for success homeschooling middle school math, because guys, that can be scary. Okay, I give up. You guys see the camera's pointed towards me. Back to school math packets. Let's just go to home. Oh, let's go to categories. Let's go look at her categories. Outdoor art challenges. You can print art challenges from her. I'm trying to focus on just the math. Although I will say that my oldest, when we started homeschooling her, she was in 9th grade, and for math, for Bible in high school, 9th grade is New Testament, 10th grade is Old Testament, 11th grade is Prophets, And then 12th grade is applying the Bible to Christian life. So like for 9th grade, it was New Testament. So I had her go through the pack on Acts and the pack on Romans. So like you would write down and fill in words for the memory verse for Acts, and then you would write it out like in cursive, and like, so like it's kind of like, it's a combination thing to all go together. Homeschool faith, foreign languages. Yeah, she has an American Sign Language packet. Geography, history, language arts, Lat booking, literature, math, music, nature. We're actually, we'll get back to that another day. Homeschool planning, reading, printables, science, special needs, methods, unit studies. So what I've been doing is I've been going to like a lot of her unit study packets, and it combines like a lot of things all in one. Like summer 2022, last year, we used her solar system unit study, and it gives like prompts for like sun, moon, each of the planets, videos that she approved of for her kids to watch, and then it gives links to like specific packets, I think. And then it, like, she also provides like information for filling. I know this is really quick, guys. I'm trying to find something specific. I don't think this is the one I'm looking for. This is not the packet I'm looking for. I'm trying, guys. Let me find it. So this one right here is one of my absolute favorite packets that she's done. It is the Kids Vacation Planner. The reason why I love this is it's an all-in-one. Now I know this is not all just math focused, but hear me out. I love this vacation planner because it talks about like everything you need for vacation. It includes like the kids need to set a budget. That's math. It includes like a packing list. That's responsibility. There is daily journaling that they would do every day. And my kids, what I'd have them do is at the end of the day when we were at the hotel and everybody was rotating showers, whoever was not in the shower at that time was filling out their journal of what they did that day. There's a worksheet on saving money for vacation and how to do it. And then there's like math worksheets of like how far did we go, now to convert that to kilometers, how far are we going, how much money did we spend today, how much would you save, convert that money into the conversion of if you're using a different or going to a different country. There's historical facts, like name something historically important about the place you went to today. I love that it's I love all-in-one packets like this, because then if I don't have time to print out like specific individual things, it's all right there in one packet. And normally what I would do is like the math ones has like 6 questions on it. So if we're doing a 6-day trip, day 1 you only have to answer math question number 1 and then fill in your daily journaling, please, thank you. And then like the 1 history question, and then day 2 lather, rinse, repeat. So that's how I use a lot of hers, and a lot of her packets combine like the math with it. I think the fall packet, Thanksgiving, she had a Thanksgiving packet that had like math with it, plus journaling pages about Thanksgiving gratitude, and I love that she combines everything all in one. So that is it, you guys, for my favorite online resources for math, for homeschooling. Like I said, we're basically using a lot of free resources this year just to teach math to our kids, and so far they seem to be enjoying it. We are looking at one next year for my 2 AP students. That's going to be a paid program. If we do that, I will make a whole video on it. I'll review it. I'll let you know. But that's it for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to members for continually supporting our content, and thank you to all of you for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and we will see you next time.